Good morning, traders. Today is March 22nd, Tuesday. Looking at the overall market, we do kind of have a ascending wedge pattern going on the SPY on the 4-hour chart. So definitely want to watch to see what happens. We're making higher lows. We're approaching a previous high at 446.47. You can see it a lot clearer on the 20-day as you're seeing on the 20-day. We're basically making higher lows on this little wedge pattern going on over here. So we definitely want to see if we stay above it, we continue this uptrend and possibly break out of 446 today. Not only that, the 20-day is crossing over. Our side is a little bit more on the overbought side. We have sold off at this level before. We basically double topped over here before and fell. If we can't break this level, we could possibly triple top. So definitely keep that in mind. If we start to break the 20-day trade line, we could possibly look for a short position anywhere from 445 down towards 443. That orange line represents the 180-day trade line. So you're basically shorting it from the 20-day trade line to the 180-day trade line, as you can see over here. So definitely keep a watch for that as well. But if we break that 446, you can see there's no real support and resistance zones until possibly like 450. You can see there's a little bit more hesitation with the overall stock over here. Our side is overbought. MACD for the 180-day has crossed down, meaning if this starts to open up towards the downside, we could get a possible drop. Yesterday, we did try to break it yesterday, the 180-day trade line. You can see that it basically never closed below that trade line, and we started to basically go back on an uptrend. So whenever you guys are looking for a reversal, look for it to break that trade line, have a candle open and close below that trade line, and then we could possibly start going down from basically 443, maybe even down towards 440, maybe lower, especially since the 180-day is crossed down right now. So we definitely want to be cautious with this, because if this opens up towards the downside, we could see a possible drop in the overall market. If it crosses back up, we could see an uptrend. Another thing is RSI is a little bit more on the overbought side, not only on the 180-day, but on the 20-day as well, which it can continue to go in the red. So just keep that in mind. Just because it's overbought does not mean the run is over, especially on the SPY. Next one we're going to look at is going to be Tesla. What an amazing run from Tesla. Since the 15th, Tesla has ran from 770 all the way up towards 942. You can see 942 is acting as some type of resistance. It kind of hit it yesterday, and then it's basically came back down and is trying to get back up towards that level again. So definitely want to watch to see how Tesla is going to react. You can see as long as it stays above this 20-day trade line, it's going to remain bullish. So watch for a break below at least 930 or 929, 927 levels before you can start basically going down towards 919 and maybe a lot lower from there. You can see the RSI is over, more possibility for downside than upside at this moment. Jumping over towards the 180-day chart over here, right? So looking at the 180-day, extremely overbought as well. Beautiful hold of that trade line. So once that trade line starts to get violated, then you can start looking for a short position. But to the upside, look for that break above 950, and then we could start basically going up towards 973. You can see in the past, 950 has been major resistance levels in the past. So we definitely need to see if we clear this zone before we could basically start going for uptrend. You can see I have my alert set, and I'm also going to set my alert to see if we go to the downside as well. All right, so before we get to the next stock, make sure you take this time to like this video. You're sitting here watching this video for a reason, so give me the pleasure of basically liking this video. So it helps me understand that, hey, I'm actually helping you guys. If you guys have any comments or anything you guys want me to change about the videos, drop it below. And this way I could basically take a tone to that and see what I'll be able to do for you. Next one we're going to look at is BABA, right? So BABA over here is basically, it has been uptrending, hit a basically low at $72. You can see RSI was extremely oversold over here. We got that MACD crossover, started to hold above that trade line. BABA is trending this morning with no real news besides Wall Street bet interest over here. So definitely want to watch to see what's going to happen with BABA today. It is at a crucial zone where it's above that SMA, above the trade line. So we want to see if it breaks that 113.88 before we could start basically going to 117. 117 was a previous support, previous resistance. So we want to see if it holds above that level. If it starts to give out, watch for a break below 109, and then we could start testing the 180-day trade line at 106. Next, I know you guys all heard about the Boeing plane, right? So a lot of times we see this type of news, we want to short the stock, but you definitely want to be cautious because a lot of these stocks don't really move with news, right? So Boeing, this is not their first plane crash. This is not the only thing that they have going on for their business. They make a lot of parts for other companies as well. They make military equipment, a whole bunch of stuff that you can't even fathom. So that is basically, sad to say, a small dent in Boeing's portfolio. So you can see the initial news did bring the stock down. MACD is crossed down on the overall 180-day. Only thing we need to do is see if we reject this trade line. Since it is below the trade line, it's considered more on the bearish side. Possibly look for a short position from 185 down towards 180. If not, MACD has the opportunity to cross over. Since it's above divergence, it could kind of bounce off these volume bars over here, which I call divergence, and cross up. Once that happens, we could look for a long position around 187 towards 190. So definitely set your alerts, especially if you're interested. Definitely set your alert. So last but not least, we're going to just cover up the SPY, right? So we see what's going on with the overall SPY. Does look like ascending wedge, has been a previous resistance zone in the past as well too. So definitely want to watch out for this 446 zone, 447 zone. It has been a major issue. If we look at it last time we were at this zone, right, in the past, you can see we dropped sharply from that 447 towards 410. So it's probably giving some people some PTSD. So let's see if we break that zone today and possibly start uptrending and maybe even 180-day gap filling. That would be nice, going back towards those 480 zones. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the chat room later.